This would be a good time to ingest some extra caffeine. Late night adventures on the gridiron, and we all know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the home of the USC Trojans, the storied Los Angeles Coliseum. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Northwestern Wildcats, taking on the 22nd ranked team in the land, the USC Trojans. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Trojans will put total leather and we'll get started. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Wildcats offense going to get the chance to start this game off. And Jesse, they've got a running back that they'd love to feature in this if he is able to answer the challenge.
Yeah, and listen, this guy might not be a Heisman finalist, but he can break off long runs. And this defense, David, they better be ready. They better pack a lunch, show up today, and try to get hats to the football. Because if you come out here with your B game, he can run all over you.
And it's important for this offense, too, because they need to have balance on offense. They need the ground game to get going. He's capable. He's shown flashes. We just want to see it consistently.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Looking downfield, it's Stone. Quick strike complete. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Now on first down from the 30. The RPO, fire complete to the left.
It's early in the game, and as offenses try to get their rhythm, these easy completions are very important because that's what helps you get your feet underneath you as an offense and as a unit. And hopefully, as this game goes on, they'll be able to rev up and get more aggressive taking shots.
The Wildcats have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. They'll try it on the ground, running the counter. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
Well, that's just tough, hard-nosed running. You need 1 yard to get, let the running back figure it out.
Northwestern coming to the line with another first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. A strike downfield. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
QBs, when they see these zone coverages, man, some of them panic. Some of them throw it too quickly and can make bad decisions. I like how he waited a little bit, waited for the right window, the right opportunity. There's always going to be holes in zones. I just got to be a little bit patient.
Looking to throw on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Porter. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Northwestern ready to dial one up on first down. Trying play action. Finds a tight end. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
The noise level is relentless here on 2nd down. They go to the ground. Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17.
Now, what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Back to pass, stone. Under fire. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Northwestern.
Well, you know this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10, 15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown. Everything working perfectly. They look like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. They go 83 yards on the drive, and they finished it off with a 17-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. So USC's offense has the ball for the first time. And the story is going to be in this one. Will this quarterback be able to operate before that big fella on the defensive front gets right in his grill, Jesse?
And listen, he's one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but he better play with the clock in his head in this one. He's not going to have a lot of time. There were a lot of quarterbacks around the SEC that probably felt this way back when they played the Georgia Bulldogs and David Pollock, right?
Yeah, especially those real teams with Jordan Davis and Nolan Smith and Jalen Carter. But, like, here's what's fun. You can't throw the ball off your back. And that's what this guy's going to try to do. Get to the quarterback, affect him. The bottom line is every quarterback becomes really human when you hit him. Can he hit him and make him human?
And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up. And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. To throw, it's Mayava. Fires to the big fella. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
And you see tight end matchups all over the field all the time. Now, it used to just be in the red zone. Now, you just find the big fella, you put him in the slot, try to give him the ball as much as possible because you know he can make big plays.
Line getting set on 2nd down. Back to pass. The short hands, it's Straka. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
And you throw a little hitch route. Nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly. Wide receiver, quarterback. Nice job being on the same page. Nice completion, nice catch.
And the Trojans have their offense in high gear. Looking downfield on first down. Caught in the backfield. It's Lane. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
The Trojans with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wants to throw again. Makes the catch. It's Sanders. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Motion from the wide out. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Bought a little time, lets it go. Makes the catch. It's Straka. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48.
That's got to feel really good for this quarterback. It's early in the game, so these third downs are big. You're trying to get your offense into a rhythm and a flow. Nice job reading the defense. Beautiful pass.
And the Trojans will have it 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Mayama. Going to try to pop one on the screen. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one. Looking back to last year, the Trojans made a mid-season quarterback change. You might expect that, trying to live up to what Caleb Williams was able to do, but Jaden Mayava certainly finished strong, Jesse.
Yeah, the UNLV transfer looked really, really good, especially at the end of the year. And you know, with Lincoln Riley, one of the great QB whisperers in recent college football memory, if you're locked in and you're playing and you're seeing the field the way Lincoln Riley is seeing it and calling it, this offense is going to be unstoppable. If he does that, he is going to put up Heisman numbers.
After losing yardage, it's 2nd and 12. Off the play fake. With the catch, it's Jordan. Tackled there by the defense.
And a running back who can take a dump-off pass like that and take it for a gain, that can really be a quarterback's best friend. It's an easy way to rack up touches, but also get the ball to your playmaker in open space.
The Trojans come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Gives it on the option. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. He bounced that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. And he'll need a little distance and accuracy, a 42-yarder from the left hash. Splits the uprights. Good. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. Off to a good start here, and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great heads-up awareness by the cornerback on that play. He saw the receiver get the ball. He shot downhill and made a nice tackle.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. To the air, it's Stone. Gonna take a shot. It's caught. And a potentially touchdown-saving tackle made there after the long completion.
And I think this play very much starts with protection up front. He has time, and they use the speed of his wide receiver. Look, he starts all the way on the right side of the field, comes all the way across the formation. He throws a dime to him, and he makes the big play down the field.
Big plays like that makes play calling so much easier. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 34. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
And finally, this quarterback looks human for one play. He has been lights out up to this point. Very accurate, making good decisions in a beautiful rhythm, and finally throws his first incompletion of the game.
Oh, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go. Gonna look downfield again. He just got rid of that one to save the down. Didn't see anything he liked.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
On third down, he drops to throw. Got it behind the line. It's Porter. He did not make it a stone wall on third down.
I think moving forward on third down, this offense is going to have to be a little bit more aggressive and try to throw it vertically. Start throwing the ball around the line of scrimmage against these guys. They've got way too much speed. You saw it right there.
They'll play it safe and try for 3. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. It's good. They're up by a touchdown here in the first.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. These two teams feeling each other out a bit, down 10-3 as they open this drive. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20. Power football with the run. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And that's why everybody in college football is trying to recruit athletes like this to play the 4-3 defensive end position. You can find guys that can stop the run at defensive end, but how many are excellent pass rushers? How many have all the tools in their toolbox like this guy does? Not many.
And the Trojans will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Now a fair catch is called for and made just shy of midfield. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. They've already put up a couple of scores, and now they have it again, up 10-3. Catch in the middle. It's Farrell.
In college football, you see this a ton now. You use a quick passing game, basically as the running game. Get a few yards, get your offense ahead of the sticks, keeps it on pace for success.
And the Wildcats can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking for a man. It's Stone. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic, and fortunate to get it back.
Well, a great job in coverage on the back end by the defense. You just got to finish the play. That should have been a pick.
And the Wildcats come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. The play action fake. Hit as he throws. Finds a soft spot in the middle. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27.
Okay, so they got the completion, but as a quarterback, you really want to avoid taking hits like that. I'm sure it's fine now, but those kind of hits, they can take their toll on you after 4 quarters.
Off the play fake on first down. Complete to the left. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5.
I know it's something we take for granted, guys, but the Q did a great job there with the play-action fake. He really took his time and sold it. And that's what froze the linebackers in the second level of the defense to help make that completion a whole lot easier.
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
All right, so now you're in this 3rd down situation close to the goal line, and it just feels, David, like they're going to have to throw the football in order to score a touchdown here. I like maybe trying to get the quarterback outside on the perimeter and give him a run-pass option.
I like that too. Get the quarterback on the move. And here's the thing. If I get close and I get stopped, it's 4th down. 4th down means go for it. That's all that means now today in college football. 3rd and short, I have no problem with RPO because I can run it or I can throw it if I see something opening. Maybe he should have ran that one. You got 2 downs possibly to still try to make it happen, but he definitely didn't throw an accurate ball.
And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Oh, he missed it. No good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Complete to the left. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a 1st down.
He makes it look so routine out there, just plucking passes in this offense. When you think about the success the Trojans have had offensively in the past, and certainly in more recent times, it always feels like there's got to be at least one receiver in this offense in the discussion for best in the country. This guy, I think, can be that.
Back to pass, it's Mayava. Got it in the middle, it's Lane. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
If they're going to sit back in zone, I'm going to make sure I know exactly what they're doing, find those holes, find those crossing patterns, and take advantage of that zone coverage.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Now the play fake. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the 2nd. The Trojans now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way.
Breaks into the open. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. No matter how many times they tell you to look for it, it is tough to defend a perfectly executed screen.
Yeah, because I'm trying to go get the quarterback, and everything looks like pass, but when you see it, when you see that screen, you got to retrace your steps, get back in the play. Nice job by the offense, but the defense just has to recognize that a little bit sooner.
Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. To the air, it's Mayava. Makes the grab on the left. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
And the Trojans can really attack on this 2nd and short. From the gun, the ground game. Able to move it ahead a couple of yards. He gets it down to the 20.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Tries to surge ahead on the sneak. And I don't think he got there. No, they stopped him short. He does not pick up the first down.
Well, and he gets stuffed on that QB sneak. He's just not doing a really good job of reading the crease and finding a little space to kind of tuck into and drive his feet. He's just running himself into a wall, David.
Well, and how about the big boys up front? Make a crease. Push somebody back. Create some space. There was nowhere to go.
Splits the uprights. It's good. That'll bring him to within 4.
Well, you're always going to wonder what woulda, coulda, shoulda happened on 4th and inches had they gone for it. But with this kicker, I like taking 3 points and putting it on the board.
They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Dropping back, it's Stone. Flips it out to the back. Gets it out just short of the 20, out of bounds at the 19-yard line, and a little more room to operate.
Guys at the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. Puts it out of the air. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
It's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
To the ground with the back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. All kinds of time before he fires right. He's got it along the sideline.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in a first half.
Northwestern making quick work on this drive. On the run, it's Porter. He was running through tackles and picked up the first down and finally got knocked down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
The Wildcats will snap it on 1st and 10. To the ground, he's got it again. This time, stopped in the backfield and finding the sledding a little tougher than on that last run.
You want to bring in your tight ends? You want to bring in more beef for that offensive line? I'm going to bring in more beef. Nice job by the defense understanding the situation. Red zone, field shrinks. I need more bigger personnel on the field, some big guys that can stop the run. Played the run well. Great job by the defense understanding the situation.
Snagged in the middle. It's Farrell. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
You get the completion, and now you set up a manageable third down situation in the red zone. This is a huge down in distance in this game.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Looking downfield, it's Stone. It's complete. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Ball is at the 3-yard line. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone, but they'll need to move forward here on fourth. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. Touchdown, Northwestern! Quick strike through the air for the score. That dude's really big. How in the world did they lose him?
Because down here he does a lot of blocking and you play a lot of man coverage in the red zone. And what do? You peek in the backfield and you lose the big fella. I don't know how he lost that big of a guy, but he lost a race.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further.
That makes the score Northwestern 17, USC 6.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They've had a couple of drives bogged down, had to settle for field goals, and now they'll try to get it into the end zone this time. Caught behind the line. It's Lemon. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. To the air, it's Mayava. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. That's caught. It's Lemon. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down.
Great job creating space. That's what you're supposed to do. When you get man coverage, you got to find a way to get a step, make it easy for your quarterback to read that leverage, and when he drags across the field, he could see he had him. He completes it for the first down.
Wants to go up top on first down. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. The short hands, it's Sanders. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but, man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
He's got an open man. Such a big part to convert these 3rd downs, and they've got it at the 42.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome. awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Dropping back, it's Mayava. Working that wide receiver screen. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
The Trojans with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. Sets up the screen. Shoved out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the +42.
Great job, too, by the QB there. Holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the first down.
And the Trojans will line it up on 1st and 10. Sends it back in motion. Wants to throw on first down. He uncorks one deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
We know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Fires to the tight end. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
Well, nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
The Trojans are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Unloads to the right. He's got it. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal.
And I like it, 3rd down and short, and this offense stays aggressive, and now they're set up. Forget the field goal. We're not looking for 3 now. Now set up in a 1st and goal, trying to get a touchdown.
After another clutch 3rd down conversion, it's 1st and goal. Dropping back, it's Mayava. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Southern Cal. Fitted in the window for the score.
And they cap off the drive with a touchdown, throwing the football. In the last play, they got the explosive. They get right back to the line of scrimmage and dial up another one. Great work by the quarterback and his target being on the same page. These last 2 plays, throwing the football, man, it doesn't get any better than that.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
The Wildcats trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Grabbed over the middle. It's Covey. And he'll be brought down.
And quarterback, receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. To the air, it's Stone. Get it out on the screen. So the third down screen just gets torn apart, and they'll get nothing.
And I get it. I get a screen on third down. You're expecting pressure, try to run the screen right behind it, but the defense did a really good job. You can tell they saw it, made a great individual play, breaking on the football, getting the running back on the ground.
Northwestern will have to punt it away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Going right to work up top. Finds his man. It's Sanders.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
And the Trojans in a good spot here with second and short. The give to the back. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. For all of the star quality that USC has been built on, good offensive line, strong running game has always been a hallmark.
No doubt about it. I think they're built on, the passing game and explosive playmakers out wide, but they've always had that balance at USC. You got to have a little bit of the boring to go with the glitz and the glamour.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. To the air on first down. He'll pull it down. Find some fresh air. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment.
Man-to-man coverage is a great opportunity for scrambling quarterbacks to take off and run because everybody on defense who's covering has their backs turned to the quarterback, obviously, because they're chasing an intended receiver or target. So good job that time by the quarterback knowing I've got man coverage. If it's not open, I can take off and go make something positive happen.
A solid pickup, and he goes out of bounds at the 30.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
The Trojans with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to throw, it's Mayava. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective. And the Trojans will snap it on 1st and 10. The give to the left side. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass. Gets it out fast. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
The Trojans come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. He goes out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
That is so deflating on defense, too, because in your own red zone, 3rd down, you need to make a stop. You know they're going to throw to the weapon at tight end, but it's one thing to draw it up on the blackboard. It's another thing to go execute and prevent that guy from catching the ball. He's so big. He's so athletic. You could have the perfect play call on, and he's still picking up the first.
Caught in the backfield, it's Jordan. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Operating in the red zone here on second down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans!
And they pound the rock. The run game comes through late in the first half when you needed it. Now they take the lead. They take the momentum. That's how you end the first half.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. They march 58 yards for the touchdown on that one. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Looking to pass, it's Stone. That's caught, it's Farrell. Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get two bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Los Angeles. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. And with that, let's send it back to our men inside the world-famous LA Coliseum.
Northwestern will kick it off as we start the third quarter. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They keep it on the ground to open the third. Finds his way ahead for 5, and now they've got it at the 28.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Completes it in the middle. They've got it out to the 34 after getting 5 there. Lining up from the 34 on first down. Looking to throw, it's Mayava. Grabbed behind the line, it's Jordan. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. And the Trojans have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Got a man. It's Jordan. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. That's caught. It's Lane. turning it on. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Oh, he's got a chance. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That's a great individual play, and I love cornerbacks that don't just take pride in covering guys. I like guys that like to put their face in the fan and affect the running game. This dude is physical, and he impacts the defense because of that.
And those guys are really hard to find. A lot of corners, they're smaller. They don't want any part of the physical run game. Nice job sticking his face in there.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
Well, this offensive line has got to do a better job. They've now given up way too many sacks. This poor quarterback is running for his life. They've got to shore up and do a better job on the offensive line.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. They'll move the wide receiver. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. It's complete. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41.
And that's a huge third down conversion by the offense there. It's third and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
The Trojans have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw. It's Mayava. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. New set of downs after the completion. From the gun, running back on the move. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Throws to the wideout. And they can't make the connection.
Offenses should focus on their guys and making sure so-and-so guys get so-and-so touches. And, you know, listen, they're featuring this guy. They're going to throw it to him. He's going to be the primary target on a lot of times. I can't be reckless, but I definitely have to find my way to get that guy the ball.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Got it! Gets it inside the 5, and now it'll be 1st and goal from the 4. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Under fire. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Really good job by the defense getting to the quarterback and getting him on the ground for no gain. It's tough. Once you get there and get pressure, it's so hard to get these guys on the ground because they're elusive. Really good job wrapping them up and getting to the ground.
Quickly complete. They will score! Touchdown, USC! I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with the touchdown.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass.
Set to kick this one away.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. Looking to throw it Stone. And he just threw that one away. Safe move, didn't see anything, lived to play another play.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Here's the handoff. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. He'll be dragged down right at the 19-yard line. It'll bring up 4th down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave it the completion. What do? You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Punt is in the air on 4th down. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. Complete to start this drive. And the Trojans can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. On the run, it's Jordan. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
I think if you're the coaching staff, you have to like what you've seen from this guy so far in the game. He's pumped out some really nice runs. Obviously, he's already scored a touchdown. Really nice run there as well. And for me, I would keep thinking about creative ways of getting this guy the ball as the game goes on here in the second half.
He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Back to throw, it's Mayava. Got his man out of the backfield. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And in my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He did in that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field making the nice tackle.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll send the back in motion. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. When you see all those defenders around your intended target like that, just throw it in the ground or throw it away. I mean, that's a completion that loses yards. You're just hurting your offense there.
3rd down, and they need 15 after 2 negative plays. He's looking downfield to throw. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And it's hauled in at the 10. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. A first down run on the doorstep. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Second and goal coming up. He's got him. And he'll hop in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans. Like a Thanksgiving turkey, they're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he made the extra point without problem. They put together a 65-yard drive for the score, and they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And he's going to bring it out. He's brought down at the 16, would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. Trailing now by 17, David, this is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on the board.
Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
Well, another catch by the big fella. And, hey, this defense now in the second level, they've got to understand that they're going to see some play action. They can't keep biting on the fake. It's not easy to do. You've got to be aware of the tight end and his release. As soon as you see him get upfield, right now you know it's pass. So don't even worry about the fake. Get your eyes focused and find the big fella to go make a tackle or make a play on the ball.
They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
Northwestern moving the ball expeditiously. Scanning the field, it's Stoll. Got a man, it's Farrell. Defense there to get him out of bounds as he gets it down to the 48.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. Wants to go up top. Caught near the sticks. It's Covey. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
And you got man-to-man coverage. You're running that curl route. That ball has to come out. You know you're going to get hit. Like, you know you stopped your route. He's going to be right there. But does a great job securing the catch, getting the first down.
Northwestern comes to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his man. It's Covey. They stop him just a link or two short of the first. And, man, what they can do on second down here.
This is simple pitch and catch. Quarterback and wide receiver have done this 4 million times in the offseason. He catches, waits for him to take a couple steps, boom, fires it right on his chest. They can complete this probably with their eyes closed. They've ran this route so many times together.
Down to the 26-yard line where the tackle is made. Pick up a 5 and a first down.
I just love the play call. You're getting a fast player out in the open field, and it's enough to get you a first down.
And the Wildcats kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Wants to throw again. Tight end finds a soft spot. There he goes. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it first and goal.
Well, this defense has tried to find ways to disguise their coverage and mix it up to try to confuse the QB. It's not working, though. With that last completion, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
Northwestern will line up with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wildcats. Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ballgame.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. So a scoring drive there of 83 yards, and they finish it off with the score from the 4. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They're looking for an advantage to the right. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And this D needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
And some room to work. Oh, he's got some space. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Looking for a man. It's Mayava. Fires to the wideout. Got his man. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices. Best uniforms in the sport, and a play is made befitting of those threats.
Well, this is not the format to have a debate back and forth. Not the best uniform in sports, but definitely always a lot of flash and sizzle with USC offenses.
He'll keep it himself, and this one will be stopped for no gain.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And talk about spreading the ball around, everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. After swapping into the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Jordan. He'll be brought down at the 41-yard line, not close to the line to gain, and it's 4th down.
Really good job by the defense, understanding third down, the situation in the game. I play a little bit deeper, take away the sticks, react to shorter. I got to go get him on the ground now. Nice job making the tackle, but playing the down and distance first, and now forcing a fourth down.
That ball will make its way out of bounds, and they'll mark it dead at the 15. The Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
They couldn't draw up a better way to start a drive, and now they've got it 1st and 10 from the 41. They send the tight end in motion. Back to throw, it's Stone. Grab behind the line, it's Porter. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
And this offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Grab near the marker. It's Covey. All down at the 38-yard line, and a big pickup of 15 yards there.
They've given up some yards, and they're not in a great spot, but here's the good thing. The defense is up a couple of possessions. If you force a field goal here, it becomes a lot harder to lose this football game. So don't be too aggressive. Play back, try to get the stop, and try to force the field goal.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Got him downfield. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10.
Man, you got to like these last 2 plays by this offense. You understand, you're in a deficit. You've got to score multiple times to get back in this football game. Nice job pushing the ball down the field, making explosive plays. They're going to need more of it, and they're going to need it fast.
On 1st and goal, let's see if Northwestern can score. Looking to throw on 1st down. And with the completion out to the sideline, they'll pick up a couple.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
Picked up some of what they needed on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. Back to pass. Trying to barrel in. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You got to be aggressive, and you got to make tackles.
A 3rd and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. They'll run the sneak for it. Sneaks it in.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball. Man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
He'll try to tack on one more. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer.
That makes the score USC 34, Northwestern 31.
Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Looking downfield, it's Mayava. Finds his big tight end. Makes the grab almost to the 1st down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
All down, but he was enough to move the chains.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Looking downfield on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Strachan.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
The Trojans can really attack on this second and short. They'll leave it with him. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Wants to go up top on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Defense doing their job getting that last stop, and now third in California. Not a lot of play calls to convert this, so defensively, let's get off the field now. The clock's running. We need to give it back to our offense with as much time as possible.
Now facing a third and long. Back to pass, it's Mayava. Got his man downfield. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line.
And at some point for the defense, I'm just thinking, hey, man, like, it's got to be somebody else. I mean, the big tight end has made play after play after play today. And we know if it gets close in the fourth quarter, they're going to look his way, so the defense really needs to have a plan.
Wants to throw on first down. Got his man quickly. How many guys are left grabbing for air as he gets it to the 26-yard line?
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
And the Trojans with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open.
And I think the quarterback throwing that pass off his back foot is what led to that incompletion. Just not as accurate as he would have liked to have been.
The Trojans line up, trying to move the sticks on third and short. They just keep firing. Grab near the marker, it's Lane. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17.
He has been the go-to guy on offense all game long. On a critical third down here in the fourth quarter. Surprise, surprise. Guess who they go to? That guy.
And the Trojans getting set on first and 10. Quarterback on the keeper. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
He'll do it himself on the draw. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. And this defense has to step forward. Not only do they have to get a stop, they've got to do it quickly to keep that time from running down. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. defense trying to come up with a stop on 2nd and goal. Barrels ahead. Touchdown, Southern Cal! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. To throw, it's Stone. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
And that's one the offense just needs to be able to hit, right? That's a completion they should be able to hit in their sleep. Receivers got to do a better job.
So now it's 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. This time he's got his man.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing.
And the Wildcats come to the line needing just inches for the 1st down. He'll sneak it and try to surge forward.
You know, when your QB sneaking as a quarterback, you got to make a decision. You going right or you going left, and that's all predetermined based on how the defensive line lines up. Nice decision there by the quarterback.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. They'll move the tight end. To the air on 1st down. Gets it out quickly. Stopped at the 42, but he got 15 yards on the play.
And no messing around right now if you're on offense. This is the time where execution has got to be at a premium. You need to hit completions, David. They need some big plays.
And you just want to keep pressuring them and keep making them use the clock, give them the underneath stuff. And again, when they drive the football down the field, I just can't give up touchdowns. Field goal at this point is not going to hurt my defense.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Farrell. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the 1st down.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The Wildcats in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking for again. It's Porter. This has been happening all night. They stubbornly keep giving him the ball, and the defense is all over it. Man, oh man, that ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have it.
Back to throw, it's Stone. Got his man in the middle. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
Northwestern ready to dial one up on 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Wagner. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
The Wildcats with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. Rushes on him. Trying to get rid of it. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
Quarterbacks need time when they're in the pocket to complete throws. That QB had no shot after taking that hit.
Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man in the middle. What a nice connection. Knocked down immediately, and they've got it at the 25.
Well, trailing like they are right now in the 4th quarter, their execution offensively is just going to have to be at a premium. You can't afford a lot of incompletions at this point. Everybody is going to need to be on the same page moving forward.
Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. With the catch, it's Farrell. He gets right to the edge of the red zone. He's out of bounds at the 20. They've done a really good job creating the matchups they want out of the slot.
Yeah, dude, get that guy matched up on a linebacker. That guy matched up on a safety. Keep him away from the corners by putting him in the slot. Get him the football. Let him make plays.
Snagged out of the air. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get 2 bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
3rd down, and these fans trying to make it impossible to communicate. Caught close to the marker, it's Farrell. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. They absolutely had to have that 3rd down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the 3rd down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
Number 17.
Well, if the momentum hadn't shifted before, it certainly has now.
It has, and now you got some game pressure, right? That's beautiful. Now the defense comes out, get you a stop, get aggressive, but the offense a little bit of pressure now because they know if the ball goes back to the other side, they could lose this ball game.
Lining up to add another. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. To the air, it's Mayava. It's complete. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Working that left side now. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. First and 10 for the offense. Looking downfield on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Strockett. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Trojans come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw again. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
And And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asking to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to make a play, ball right in his hands, and that is a missed opportunity.
Off play action. Pocket breaking down. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play.
And if your job is to irritate, to confuse, to hit, to make quarterbacks feel very uncomfortable, this defense is definitely doing their job. 6 sacks, that's the way to make the quarterback feel.
Makes the grab inside the 30. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. And the quarterback takes a knee.